Welcome back, everyone, to my weekly Dragon Oracle card series. So, I do want to say, I don't know about you all, but over the course of last week and the week before, it was very interesting. So, last week was the golden crested dragons, the week before was the golden orange dragons. And I noticed that toward the end of the video last week, I mistakenly said golden orange dragons. And it was curious because I did really feel as though these two dragons were really working in tandem with one another relative to how this energy came through in my meditations. And I did feel very supported by them both, and definitely feeling that messages from the golden orange dragons with being that peaceful warrior advocate for myself, and then the expansion of that with the golden crested dragons expanding from that heart-centered place. So doing that peaceful warrior interior work from the expanded heart center, and then being able to carry that into advocacy for others. So feel free to share any of your experiences with that if you would like. I'd be curious to know how that manifested for you. I did also, in meditation, I tried something that I wasn't sure. I'm surprised I haven't tried it yet. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. But in meditation, I invited all of the dragons that have come through thus far in this meditation to come forward in support of my healing and energy work in a meditation at the same time. And oh my goodness, it felt so amazing. I felt so uplifted and so comforted and almost cradled. And it felt very, very safe for me to really go deeper and express some vulnerabilities through energetic release in my meditation. It felt amazing. So I wanted to share that with you all, just as a reminder that just because this series is presenting for me to work through week by week with a different card, and perhaps that intention will change in the future, but just because it's one card a week really doesn't mean that once that week is done, we then cut that energy off and then strictly move into the next phase. They're all working together. They're all working together collectively, and we can call on them at any time. We can call on more than one at any time to support our ascension journeys. So I thought that was a really exciting experiences that I wanted to share with you. So for this week, the week of November 9th, 2025, the dragon card is the Silver Lunar Dragon. It's a bit of a glare, so I'm going to see if I can tilt it a little bit so you can at least get a sense of the image here. It's a really beautiful image, and of course I'll post it as the cover to this video. But these silver lunar dragons, they are bathing us in divine feminine light. They are helping us to come into balance, to help us practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. And they are helping to expand our causal chakra. So here in this card, this message, the causal chakra is a spiritual concept associated with the soul, often considered as a higher or a soul level chakra that's located behind the crown of the head. It's believed to connect with spiritual realms and higher consciousness, facilitating compassion, intuition, and the ability to receive spiritual wisdom. Activating or balancing this chakra is said to be linked to a person's spiritual growth, a process often involving intention, focused breathing, and meditation. And I wanted to go on because this information I think is very curious. It's very, very key in the impression that was coming through as I pulled this card. So how does this relate to the body and the spirit, this causal chakra? It connects to the causal body. So what is the causal body? This causal chakra is part of the more subtle causal body, which is considered the most subtle energy body of a human. This links to belief systems. So activating the causal chakra is thought to be important for integrating and anchoring new understandings, which in turn helps in changing old, outmodeled belief systems, belief patterns. Enhancing our grounding. This also enhances our grounding. Developing soul level chakras like the causal chakra is said to enhance the ability to ground high frequency light. So I'll include a link to that information that I just referenced in the information that I post with this card. So where this is significant in the impression that's coming through. So remember that divine feminine energy. This is a receptive energy. It is not a passive energy. It is a receptive energy. Divine masculine tends to be that action-oriented energy. And it is not just associated with those of us that are in a female body, biological female body versus a biological male, traditional biological male body. It's beyond that. It's the energy, the expressed energy. So the divine feminine is receptive. Now, here we are as humanity moving through this next level of ascension. We're continuing in that ascension. We're moving in that direction. And so as we are doing that, we've been dismantling old belief systems, old outdated energy, constructs, thought processes that don't make sense anymore, that are no longer sustainable because our energy frequency is rising, and those lower frequency energies are just not sustainable. They're being dismantled. So what's happening now? These silver lunar dragons are helping us to be in that receptive state to receive information from our higher consciousness, from the ancient wisdom that we are now more directly connected to, that we can draw upon, that we are integrating into our human experiences. We are in that receptive state of getting this information, manifesting it in our lives, and building the new frameworks, building the new belief systems, the new definitions, the new framework, the new normal. So we're in this very creative, pre-creative state. We're gathering this wisdom, this information that we will then be able to manifest in a more balanced, aligned way with this next level of where we're heading in humanity's ascension. I think this is so exciting because I feel like the next stage after that is going to be really also tapping back into that creative energy, right? To creatively express what this new normal looks like. So this is the impression coming through with this card. So this is a really beautiful, this feels very much like an affirmation of the progress that has been made for us to be able to really be in this receptive state. So my name is Gia, and I am an intuitive psychic energy reader and healer, and it would be my pleasure and my honor to offer a reading for you on the energy of these beautiful silver lunar dragons. I wish there wasn't so much of a glare there. But yeah, in our energy work, in a session, in a reading with me, I can help to clear the pathway in your energy field to be more receptive to the support of these silver lunar dragons. And if you reach out to me this week, I will offer a discount on that reading for you. So how you can contact me will be in the information section below in this posting. All right, so the other aspect of this series, I am still being guided to look at symbols. And symbols, again, if you've been watching this series, you've heard me share this before. Symbols in my practice are a way of looking at energy in a consolidated way so that we can move it, or acknowledge it, enhance it, depending on what Spirit and the dragons in this case are guiding us to do. So looking at consolidated energy, we can examine it, see what the messages are that come through with that symbol, and see if it might be something that's useful to move out of our energy field. If it is outdated, if it's like one of those old belief systems or old ways of thinking that is no longer in alignment, we can help move that out of the way by healing that symbol. Symbols also can be affirmations of something that's going on in our energy field right now that the spirit world and the dragons want us to be aware of, to acknowledge, to recognize, to celebrate. So I will go ahead now and do that. I'll pause the recording. I will ask the Silver Lunar Dragons for a symbol that represents some energy that they want us to take a look at. And when you heal a symbol, when I heal a symbol, it's simply grounding it to the center of the earth and infusing it with healing energy and bringing it into present time, into the present moment. And doing that until the symbol fades away, disintegrates, moves down the grounding, and then that is an indication that that energy is no longer in the collective energy field of the group, as is how I'm intending the healing of these symbols for us. Now, if it's an affirmation, we do still want to offer that healing energy to the affirmation as well. And when we heal and clear the charged energy around an affirmation, what I find is it's typically clearing the energy that is interfering with us connecting into that affirmation and really embodying that affirmation. So I am going to pause the recording and I'll be right back. When I come back, I will let you know what the symbol is and the messages that came through with it. Okay, I'm back. So this was interesting. So the symbol that came through was this loop, this hoop, and I was looking at it at almost a full profile. So initially it looked like an oval, but if I spun it in my mind's eye, it was a big circle. And this symbol represented the energy of going through hoops, going through all the red tape, going through all the motions to try to get somewhere, and it's feeling monotonous, it's not feeling productive, we're not getting where we want to go, we're just doing what we're told, just kind of going through the hoops, sort of blindly, if you will, without, really thinking about why we're doing that. And the message behind this is what these Silver Lunar Dragons were showing me. I had to ask for a lot of clarification because my mind was getting in the way of what I wanted this symbol to be and what was actually being shown to me. So the Silver Lunar Dragons are letting us know that we are actually in this phase and this stage of being able to create our own hoop and our own hoop. So remember with the golden orange dragons wanting us to remember to find the sweetness and the joy, and the symbol was the popsicles, the orange sickles and the popsicle sticks, building the new framework, building the new normal. So that's what we've built here, this hoop, this sort of portal type hoop that is our spiritual practices, our routines in our life that support what makes us thrive, our things that we put in place in our lives that provide the TLC for ourselves, that help to nurture our human body as well as our spiritual body, that help to support the ascension process. So those structures and those frameworks, also the new ways of thinking, the new definitions, again, the new normals. So that's what the structure is made of, the energy of that. That's what the Silver Lunar Dragons were showing me. And that as we take that leap of faith and jump through that hoop, they want us to not be surprised if there's a stepping stone that catches us right there, so we can then continue on our journey and on our path, on our aligned, harmonious, balanced path and purpose in life, to continue on that way. And as I was grounding this symbol as well, in the healing process of this symbol, I was being reminded that not only do we have a connected, a source energy from the earth, from the planet, from the earth, we also are connected in with cosmic source energy, and to remember to balance that, and that this is a stage where we should feel very comfortable welcoming in that cosmic energy. And again, that divine feminine light is allowing for that receptive state of being, where we are really able to take in the downloads, listen to the messages from higher consciousness, from our higher wise selves, from our soul's light, and really begin to really embody and manifest those into building this new structure and these new normals. So the Silver Lunar Dragons are just wanting us to just reframe the context and connotation of jumping through hoops, to know that this is the hoop we created, this hoop of light. So when I was grounding and healing this and bringing it into present time, instead of disintegrating and disappearing, it actually got brighter. It got brighter, almost like turning on a light switch, like a light bulb that just kind of buzzes on. And that also is sometimes what happens with symbols that are affirmations. When you're grounding them and infusing them with healing energy and present timing them, bringing the energy of it into the present moment, they often become more illuminated. And so this further confirmed that this was or is an affirmation symbol for us. So we are creating our hoops, our portals, our pathways, and the Silver Lunar Dragons are here to support us as we call upon our wisdom, our ancient wisdom, our higher consciousness wisdom that is helping to build the path of our future. Really great message there. So thank you so much for tuning in. Feel free to comment, ask any questions you have, share any experiences, and I'd be happy to read them, answer those questions. All right. Until next time.